The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Very good morning to you from Vanish from WSI ALM. Thanks for joining us for our first LaunchPad session for 2014. Wishing everybody and their loved ones a very happy new year. It started out pretty cold, so if you think you're complaining about the cold weather, well, let me tell you, it was minus 40 in Toronto last night. So, yeah, you might be a lot better off than us. It was incredibly bone-chilling cold, minus 40 last night. But hey, it's the Great White North. Got to get used to it. But okay, so in terms of our webinar today, we have a few different things lined up. There wasn't a lot of news that happened in the past week or so since our last LaunchPad edition. So we thought we'd give you a preview of why we at WSI ALM are really excited about 2014 and some of the things that are lined up. In terms of perspectives from the industry, and then also internally in terms of what we're doing at WSI ALM that's really exciting us for 2014. Got to get used to that. We also have the Tool of the Week section, so we'd be talking about showcasing a tool this week, which personally there's a couple of features in that tool that I really enjoy a lot whenever I'm doing any sort of like SEO analysis. I really enjoy using this company's tools. So we'd be showcasing these companies' tool set this week. So we'd be talking about that as well. And then, of course, we'd be finishing off with questions and answers. Seeing some questions pop up. Pete mentioning a happy new year. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it. All right, so let's get started. So what's really exciting us about 2014? Well, the first thing that's really exciting for us for 2014 is the whole adaptive SEO discussion and what's happening in play. Now, I know the ICs, all of you, and particularly the ones that attended E&I in 2013, had this big announcement that was done by Krista. Krista had done a whole presentation. Krista is the founder of the SEO software G-Shift Labs, based out of Barrie in Ontario, and it's a world-class leading software. We utilize it for a lot of our link analysis. It's a terrific tool for link analysis, and it's got a lot of other features as well. Krista and team are working on making G-Shift a lot better. They're incorporating a lot of features like rank checks for mobile, rank checks for desktop, rank checks for local, which positions the tool as a pretty unique tool in the marketplace. So Krista was given the task of spearheading the entire adaptive SEO consortium. The consortium consists of some ICs as well as suppliers. So it's really the first time that the ICs and the suppliers have been chosen so as to work collaboratively together, so as to come up with a product or a service that's going to be really unique in the industry. That's going to really make a difference to what WSI consultants really offer together, and is going to help them set themselves apart and their packages apart from the competitors that are out there. We all know there's tons of competition out there. So we started working on adaptive SEO right after the convention. There was some discussions prior to the convention as well. I'm very pleased to inform you that WSI ALM is also chosen to be a part of the consortium. So we are in the panel and we are making a lot of, we've given our piece to play in this consortium. And there's been a lot of exciting progress. We've had a lot of meetings last year. There's been about 6 or 7 meetings. There's a lot of work that's gotten done. From the IC side, there's Peter Chinesky, who's representing the ICs. He's the voice of reason for the ICs, and he's collectively taking all the feedback from the ICs and passing that on to the committee. And then we are all incorporating all of that feedback and putting all the information together. Now, without going into too much detail, because I'm not allowed to, that's going to come all officially from the Home Office when this adaptive SEO program is rolled out. But all I can say at this stage is that it's really exciting. It's the first time that ICs and suppliers are kind of collaborating together so as to come up with a very sort of a unique product, a very sort of a unique solution that's going to really separate us from everybody that's out there. And what's a good part about adaptive SEO is the fact that it's always, just as the name suggests, going to keep adapting. So the committee is going to be reviewing the adaptive SEO deliverables or the whole solution that we come up with on a regular basis, so as to ensure that we're always staying on top of all the changes that Google's making. So it's a pretty exciting time, especially when it comes to a new solution, which is adaptive SEO, that's going to be put out there for the ICs. So stay tuned for that. I believe you'll be hearing shortly from the home office on this whole adaptive SEO process, and it should be pretty exciting. So that's the first thing that we're really excited about for 2014, and we've been working very closely with everybody on this. The other thing that's really exciting for us, and this is something that we're doing internally at WSI ALM, is that we've seen in 2000, I'd say probably towards the end of 2012 and towards all of 2013, what we've been observing is that, and again, I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this as well, is that there's so much of sort of like an integrated approach that's taking place with regards to SEO that you can't really discredit or work in silos. You can't necessarily just worry about SEO and not have to worry about social, or just worry about SEO and not have to worry about PPC. Because we run tests with our own sets of clients before we pass on any solutions to the ICs. And when we're running a lot of the tests with our own clients, what we're seeing is that when we run a standard SEO campaign, there's a lot of question of like delivery, there's a lot of question of performance more so, because the clients are expecting results. Now, we all know that SEO is sort of like a long-term strategy, so you don't necessarily get the results overnight. And educating the clients that it's going to take about 10 to 12 months for let's say 3 or 4 months to see results, but then really I'd say probably between 9 and 12 months for them to really benchmark their year-on-year performance as far as their conversions and their revenue increase was concerned, with respect to what we've done as far as the SEO campaign is concerned. And that sort of a time frame is a little long for a lot of the clients, and they struggle with that. And that's our struggle, and I'm sure that's some of your struggle as well as ICs, is to try and justify the conversion aspects for a campaign, the whole amount of money that the client is paying on a monthly basis, and stretch that over the course of 12 months, and then justify the ROI. For some clients understanding, it's fairly straightforward for them to do it, but for all practical purposes, there is this challenge out there in the industry where the value for SEO to be realized over the course of 12 months is a challenge, so as to explain to the end client. And what we understood was when we tried to do a test with running SEO and PPC and social media campaigns with clients, we very soon realized that with all of Google's algorithm updates that they've done in 2013, all of this is getting very integrated. And just to give you an example of how all of this is getting integrated is as follows. Well, one of the things that Google did in 2013 was to block all secure search data. So now we don't have an accurate estimation of what keywords are really driving traffic to a client's website, because analytics is not giving us that information. Now, in the previous webinar, we showcased how you can get that information from Google Webmaster Tools. Sure, you can get that information from Webmaster Tools. However, what Google has done is that if you run a PPC campaign, you'll still be getting all of the accurate impression data associated with all the keywords in your campaign. So what they've done is they've essentially stopped giving that data out for regular SEO campaigns in your analytics. However, if you run a PPC campaign with them, they're still showcasing all of the data. What this sent out in terms of a very clear signal out there was, if you want accurate keyword data, you should be running PPC campaigns along with your SEO campaigns. That's the only way to get accurate search data or impression data with regards to the keywords that are important for your client or your campaign. So that's where the first level SEO and PPC integration took place. Then after that, all over the course of 2013, if you've been following the blogs and the industry sources, there's been a distinct link up with SEO and social. And social in particular is starting to get so diverse, because you have Google+, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, you have Pinterest, you have Instagram, you have StumbleUpon. There's so many social media properties that are out there that you have to really focus on. It's become a massive playing area. So all of 2013, there was a definitive link between doing well in SEO and social, in particular Google+. So there was a definitive link up that we saw with regards to how active you were, what sort of credibility you enjoyed with your Google Plus account associated with your rankings. As a matter of fact, we also saw a lot of blended searches happening where in your actual search results, they'd be showcasing your Google Plus statistics as well, whether it was your rating, whether it was the number of followers that you had. There was a definitive link up with SEO and social. So that was another example of how integrated SEO is becoming with social. We've all seen the power of video, and I think the power of video is definitely underestimated. There's if you type in a certain amount of searches in Google, you'll see that there's a lot of video results that are coming up. So video is definitely going to play a major role in 2014 with regards to the optimization efforts for your clients. So keeping in mind all of these integrated efforts that are taking place, what we're doing at WSI ALM is that we're coming up with an integrated marketing solution where we are incorporating aspects of SEO, PPC, social media, video marketing, and online PR, along with a solid reporting system in place so as to really give the ICs a heads up when it comes to a really innovative, interesting solution that's going to keep them ahead of the game. And the best part is that we're trying to price these very competitive so that this way the ICs have a lot of margins to play as far as the pricing is concerned, and that's going to really put them ahead of the competition. Because if you have an all-encompassing solution where you're looking at SEO, PPC, social, video, and online PR all in sort of like one campaign itself, it justifies and answers a lot of questions for the ICs and the prospects and the clients. Well, one of the questions is, what am I going to be doing while SEO is delivering the results for me? So SEO, as we all know, takes anywhere from 4 to 6 months to deliver results. What's going to deliver the results prior to that? And that's where the PPC mix comes into play. So as the SEO is getting traction, as we're increasing the rankings, what's going to happen is that the PPC is going to be delivering conversions and results for the clients while the SEO is kicking in. And the PPC is always going to continue as a part of the integrated marketing strategy all through and through, so as to really make a difference for the campaign and get the client's phone to ring. So that's another exciting solution that we're looking for. We've spent a lot of time and effort in developing the integrated marketing strategy. So we will be rolling this out to the ICs in 2014, and that's something really exciting for us because we feel that this is going to be a game changer. It's going to be making a huge difference because now you have sort of like a one-stop solution that the ICs can present to the clients. And it'll be very tough for the clients to break away from the ICs, especially the ones that are offering an integrated marketing solution, because it's going to be price competitive. It's an all-encompassing solution, so there's nothing that's getting missed out as far as the marketing strategy is concerned. So it's going to be very tough for the competition to take away the business from us. Great. The other thing that we've been working on, we've tried lead generation through appointment setting. It has its sets of challenges, but over the course of the last 4 or 5 months, we've been trying out lead generation through email marketing. We have access to a huge database in US and Canada for the ICs, close to about 20 to 25 million emails, company-related emails, all CAN-SPAM compliant. And we've been testing out email marketing lead generation, email marketing based lead generation for the ICs. And for the last 3 or 4 months, we've been getting a lot of good success out of it, especially more so with the speed at which we're able to deliver the leads and the quality as well. So that's something that we definitely want to nurture. Again, we want to do this very carefully because we don't want to get burnt. Lead generation is a very sort of like a sensitive area, and we've already gone down this route with appointment setting with its own sets of challenges. The email marketing method of lead generation seems to be pretty solid so far. We're getting a consistent amount of success. We're getting good quality of leads that are getting generated through email marketing. And for the ICs that do have the capability to do this themselves and the resources, I would definitely suggest looking at email marketing very seriously. If you have a prospect list built up over the years that you've been working, or you have your contact list built up, it's time to really look at email marketing to nurture that list and really start generating some leads utilizing email marketing. It's very powerful. It's very conversion oriented. So this is definitely an area that you should be looking at. So we've been working on this, as I mentioned, for the last 3 or 4 months, getting a good amount of success. So we are again rolling this out to a limited number of ICs, and we've already started this, as a matter of fact, and are getting a decent amount of success. So that's another area that we're really excited about at WSI ALM, because lead generation is kind of like the holy grail. I mean, if we crack lead generation, then it's literally opening up a Pandora's box. It's something that everybody needs. Everybody needs leads, and for us as a supplier, it's kind of like a closed loop cycle for us, because we want to generate the leads and then also service you at the same time. So we want to try and be the only closed loop supplier in the marketplace where we have the lead generation capabilities and we have the service delivery capabilities as well. So we keep you posted on how this is coming along, but so far so good. Excellent. I also wanted to spend some time on some statistics in the industry with regards to how the outlook is looking for internet marketing overall. So if you look at this data from eMarketer, they pulled out this slide fairly recently, and you look at a comparison of the US media ad spending from 2011 all the way down to 2017, what they're projecting. So let's look at 2011 to 2013. So as you can see, in 2011 it was around 158 billion, and that's gone up to 171 billion in 2013. So the percentage change is about 3.6. That's expected to go all the way up to 177 billion, my apologies, in 2014. Now what's interesting is that the comment below, which says that spending on digital advertising, that includes all formats, desktop, mobile, and laptop, is going to be totaling 42.26 billion in 2013, and that's up 15%, almost 15% since 2012. So year over year, digital ad spending has gone up 15%, which gives me a lot of confidence. That tells us we are definitely in the right industry at the right time, because this industry is going up. The next slide that I'm going to show you guys is also quite interesting, because it's related to small business, as that relates to a majority of our clients. That's an interesting slide. But overall, as far as the industry projections are concerned, digital advertising is up 15%. So we're in the right industry. It's going up. It's increasing. Whereas TV, outdoor, and radio have stagnated. So TV, radio, and outdoor have kind of stagnated as far as the spends are concerned, but you do have digital advertising that's going up year over year, and from 2012 to 2013, there's been a 15% increase in digital ad spending. Mobile's on the rise, and I pulled this stat for some of our UKICs that are logged on today. There's no question, 2013 has been all about predictions for mobile, and how the demographic and the entire customer psyche is shifting more towards mobile. They want information fast. They want to do transactions fast. They want to do it on the spur. They want to do it with the help of their smartphones. And if we look at some of the retail e-commerce sales for a comparison from 2012 to 2017, especially for the UK, which is showing a lot of promise as far as mobile is concerned, in Europe, you're looking at about 377 billion in 2012, projected to be about 398 billion euros so that's pounds, in 2014. And as far as the percentage change, look at retail e-commerce. So it was around 10% in 2012, and in 2014 that's supposed to go up to about 13%. So retail e-commerce is slowly but steadily taking a significant chunk of the retail sales that takes place. So e-commerce sales out of the total retail sales that took place are projected to be at about 13% of the overall retail sales. So online sales are going to be 13% of all overall sales in the UK in 2014, which is a huge chunk. There's a huge advantage over here. So mobile had 24% of retail e-commerce sales in 2014, and it's projected to go up to about 35% in 2017. What does this mean for us as internet consultants when we're trying to showcase these statistics to our prospects and to our customers? Well, the message is loud and clear. If you're not taking advantage of this right now and positioning yourself to take advantage of this, very soon what's going to happen is that you'll be that little bookshop in the corner, and you'll have like an Amazon coming in and just taking all of the market share away from you, and no one's going to come to your little bookshop down the street, even though it's an amazing experience for everybody, just because you're getting better deals, you're getting more efficient delivery systems in place. One of the things about online ordering was delivery, but I mean, we've all seen how that's improved over the years. Ordered a product from Amazon yesterday, I got it within 24 hours. So they're only getting better at that. If some of you saw the interview in 60 Minutes with Jeff Bezos, he was talking about drones starting to deliver packages, and they're testing this in like 3 areas in the US, and you're literally getting a package in your doorstep within 30 minutes of placing your order, which is incredible. So a mobile e-commerce is really only going to be going up. So the message for our clients and our prospects is, you either get onto this boat right now, or you're going to definitely lose out, and it's going to hurt your business bad, as we've seen. One of the examples that comes to my mind is the moving industry. The moving industry underwent a huge shift, I'd say probably around 2003 to 2005, where today probably 80% of all the moving industry's leads are generated online, which is the reason why some of the words that you bid on, some of the keywords that you bid on for the moving industry are up to 30 or 40 bucks a click. If you type in movers Toronto, you type in movers New York, or moving moving assistance, moving help New York, it's probably in that range. And the reason why it's gotten so competitive is because everybody's jumped onto this. They realize the power of this, and 80 to 90% of all the leads that are being generated in the moving industry are coming from online advertising. So soon enough, this whole effect's also going to spread to the other industries as well. And the message for our prospects, when we're speaking with them, encouraging them to, whether it's to set up an e-commerce website or an e-commerce store, start doing a lot of transactions online, encourage them to start building a newsletter database so that they can take advantage of that when they have sales and specials during Thanksgiving or Christmas. Those are things that we need to start incorporating in our clients at an early stage and now, because all of the statistics point to the industry changing and moving in this direction. So, whether it's newsletter signups, incorporating newsletter signups at our clients' websites, adding an e-commerce store on the clients' websites, getting very strong conversion-oriented call-to-action sites, whether it's a site redesign, whether it's a facelift, all of this really is information that is actionable and then can be used to increase our sales as ICs, or even upsell our clients with a lot of these advantages and opportunities that we have. This statistic is particularly interesting for me because this showcases the outlook for 2014 among small business owners. So eMarketer, fantastic website. I mean, their stats are great. Just go to eMarketer.com and just subscribe into some of the articles that are coming in, and they just send you an alert every time that there's new research that gets conducted. So they did a little research in small business owners in the U.S. So as to understand how they're sitting for 2013 and in 2014. So 44% of the small business owners expected were experiencing a growth in 2013. 33% of them were about the same as 2012, and there was a small percentage, about 10%, that was booming, where there was a little bit of a growth expected, which was more than 10%. Slowing, there was about 12% of the customers that were saying that were slowing down, seeing fewer customers, and potentially needing to reduce employees. So all in all, 2013 was a sort of a solidification year for a lot of the small business owners. But look at what happens in 2014, and which is what is so exciting for us. 80% of the small business owners that have been interviewed are expecting a better performance in 2013. So the statistic in terms of the small business owners that are feeling more confident about the economy and making more money has gone up from 44% all the way up to almost 81%. That's double the customer base of what we potentially had in 2013. So what this tells us is a couple of things. One, our customer pool has just gone up, our prospect pool has just gone up, because you have 81% of small business owners that are actually expecting better performance than 2013. So our prospect pool has definitely gone up. And two is that when business owners are feeling better about the economy, one of the first things that they spend money on is marketing themselves and advertising. And that's where we as internet consultants come in, because that's really a huge opportunity for us. So this is a very exciting stat for 2014, where 81% of the small business owners are expecting a better performance in 2013. The people that are actually sort of negative about 2014 has dropped to 7%. So you had that number at 12%, that's gone down to 7%, where they feel that they're going to be worse off than 2013. And then there's a small percentage of 12% where they're not really expecting any change. Again, a huge difference from 33%, that number's gone down to 12%. A huge, huge difference. So this statistic is very, very exciting for 2013. And the next slide just substantiates my point that I was mentioning. What are the small business owners' top priorities? And again, this data is kind of related to the US, but a small business owner mentality is kind of the same all across globally, whether it's the US or UK or Europe for that matter. So what's the top business priority for 2014? There was a survey that was taken for small business owners, and the top priority for the small business owners is increasing the marketing and brand presence. Almost 41% of the small business owners that were surveyed talked about increasing their marketing and their brand presence. So again, this is an exciting stat for 2014. There's a lot of talk about the recession in 2011 and 12, and then 2013 was a solidification phase, and 2014 is expected to be a phase where people are going to start spending money and things are looking up. So 41% of the small business owners are looking at increasing the marketing and their brand presence. 27% are focused on fundraising activities. 13% towards developing new products or services, 6% on hiring new employees, 2% on expanding internationally, and then there's another, the miscellaneous category at 11%. But 41% of the small business owners looking at increasing the marketing and their brand presence. So our prospect pool's just gone big, which is great. So that's some of the stats that I had for you for this week. Since there wasn't a lot of news, I thought we'd focus on the positives for 2014 and started off on a good note, where we're excited about the year, we rejuvenated, we've had a good holiday. I'm assuming everybody's had a good holiday, and we look at 2014 as a fresh start and set goals for ourselves and go out there and achieve it. So for this week, as far as the tool of the week is concerned, there's one particular favorite company that I really enjoy in terms of the interaction that I have with them, the tools that they have, the blog posts that they put out. It's just such a great company. It's called Internet Marketing Ninjas. It's an internet marketing agency. However, what really separates them is this tool set that they have that I'm going to give you a demo of right now. A beautiful website. I mean, if you look at the website as well, I'm going to take you to the website. This is kind of like their homepage, and they've taken the advantage of the whole scrolly feature, right? So if you look at their homepage, who we are, what we do, marketing, and then they talk about their major services. They talk about some testimonials. So they've taken advantage of what a lot of the companies are jumping onto now, which is this long scrolling feature on the homepage as far as design is concerned. It's great from a responsive perspective because all of the information's on one page, and if you're looking at this website on your smartphone or any other device, you can just kind of scroll down and get all the information. Talk about the industry recognition awards, and their blog posts are very high quality. A lot of good information on their website with their blog posts. They have a very talented team of developers. They're always doing a lot of testing and product innovation. So definitely a company that I have in my radar, and we keep watching them close. So one of the things that I love about the Internet Marketing Ninjas is their tool set. And the tool set is a free tool set. You don't need to pay for it. Makes it even more attractive. And they have some fantastic tools in their arsenal. And we'll actually go over some of these today. So their SEO tools, they have their tools classified into different categories. They have SEO tools, then they have webmaster tools, and they have social media tools. So we're going to start with the SEO tools first. One of the things that I love about the SEO tool set that they have is a side-by-side SEO comparison tool. And I've done a lot of, I've looked at a lot of tools. We've reviewed a lot of tools on LaunchPad. This is a very unique tool that they have, especially with the way the information's communicated. It's communicated to you in a very sort of a simplistic fashion, and the accuracy of the information. So the way that the side-by-side SEO comparison tool works is very simple. All you do is you can actually paste 5 URLs either of yourself or your competitors that you want to look at, and the on-page optimization factors that you want to compare. So let's say in this case we'll compare, let's just compare the Internet Marketing Ninjas themselves. So we compare them with another company in Canada that's very popular. It's called Search Engine People. So let's look at them. Okay, searchenginepeople.com, and then we click on the Ninja check, and then the Ninja's going to run a side-by-side SEO comparison of these two websites. Again, as I mentioned to you, very simplistic way of putting the information together. It makes it easy for us to copy and paste this analysis onto a Word file and give to our prospects. So look at the on-page analysis, they look at the words on page, link words, unlinked words, page size. They'll compare your title tag, meta tag, the description and the keywords tag with yourself and your competitor. And again, you can have up to 5 comparisons over here, so you can actually put in 5 different URLs. You can actually look at inner pages as well. So in this case, I've actually typed in just the home page, but you can actually type in inner pages as well and look at inner pages and see what data they're giving you. You can look at keyword usage statistics, how often the keywords are used. You can look at the linking structure, so how many internal links in the page, and do a comparison of the internal links. You can look at how many subdomains, external links. You can look at page text, so what kind of page text do these two websites have. You can look at that, and they give you the source code of the pages as well. Again, simplistic information, but it's presented in a very sort of like an easy to understand fashion, and very easy to take this information and dump it into either a Word or an Excel file, and then showcase it for our prospects. Runs really quick, so it's very efficient when it comes to like running this tool. It doesn't take a lot of time. They also have a page speed tool, but personally I like to use the GT Metrics page speed tool. For the ones that are not aware of the GT Metrics tool, I can give you a quick demo. Just go to gtmetrics.com. That's the tool that we love to utilize for paid speed checks. So let's say if you want to check the speed of internetmarketingninjas.com, let's go. And then we just hit go. And what the GT Metrics report is going to do is that it's going to actually fetch the site, it's going to analyze it, it's going to produce a waterfall graph for us just to show us how the site is loading up, and all the challenges associated with the site. Great, so the Internet Marketing Ninjas got an overall paid speed of B, which is fantastic. Obviously an A is preferred, B is not bad. The paid speed is about 83%. Page load time overall was about 3.46 seconds. That's what they averaged out because they tested from different IP addresses. So the page load time is about 3.46 seconds. So if you're an A or a B when it comes to the GT Metrics report for your website, you're doing pretty good. So that's our preferred tool for looking at site speed analysis. They have tons of other tools like the robots.txt generator tool, header checker tool. You can find broken links. You can actually set up sitemaps using this tool that they have. They have a meta tag generator tool, which I also particularly like. So I'll just show you really quick as to what the meta tag generator tool does. Type in your title, type in your description, type in your keywords, and then if you want to put in an authorship tag on your page, type in the authorship tag as well. Hit create a meta tag. Boom. Your meta tag gets created. It's all coded. So all you have to do is just copy paste it and put it into your site in the code. So it's a great tool for generating meta tags. Another tool that we really like, I'm going to actually browse to that tool. They have the keyword density analysis tool. So this tool is really cool, which is a get URLs from search results plugin tool. So I'm going to click on that. And oftentimes when we're doing research and analysis, all we want to do is that we want to copy paste the sites that come up without really the description that comes up along with the websites. We just want the URLs. That's all we want. And I'm sure a lot of us have experienced that when we're doing our research and we want to see the top 10 sites that are coming up for a particular search. So this tool by the Internet Marketing Ninjas allows us to do that, where they give you instructions on how to install this plugin. If you're using Chrome, just follow these instructions here. If you're using Firefox, you can follow these instructions here. And what this basically does is that whenever you do a search, at the bottom of the search, it actually gives you a listing of the top 10 sites that were related to that particular search. But what it does is that it actually eliminates any descriptions associated with that particular search. So all you're really getting is the URLs. And a lot of the times, that's really all that you're looking for. You're just looking for the URLs, so then you can do further research. And this tool allows you to do that. It strips off the description, and you just have the URLs. A great tool, very useful tool to get just the URLs. Moving on to the Webmaster toolset, they have, a domain whois lookup, a DNS lookup tool. The hide your email tool is also really cool because you can actually utilize this tool to hide your email from spam. Here, I won't go into the details, but you can actually look at the tool function right here. Put in your email address, select your image size, font size, typeface, text and background, and then boom, they actually produce an image version of your email that the scrapers cannot extract because it's in the form of an image. They have a password generator tool. They have a tool that tells you your screen resolution and your browser size. So that's pretty neat that they have. And they also have some pretty cool social tools. And in the social tool set, what I really enjoy is the social image resizer tool. So let's say if you're looking at images for whether it's your Facebook or your Twitter account, or you're trying to generate a favicon for your website, all you really need to do is just utilize this tool, choose the image, upload the file, and then you just follow the instructions at the bottom. The preferred predefined output size is all of these different sizes that this tool can pull out for you. Facebook cover photo, Facebook Twitter icon, Google Plus icon, Google Plus cover photo, and all these different dimensions, including a favicon. Again, it allows you to utilize a crop area, select the image size, and then it produces all of this for you. So a pretty cool tool. This is a tool that we enjoy a lot, the social image resizer tool out of their tool set. Great. Again, there's a lot more information over here, but I let you browse the site at your convenience. The URL is mentioned in the slide, which is internetmarketingninjas.com/tools, a tool set that we really, really enjoy. Terrific. So I promised a short one. We do have a short webinar this week. As mentioned, there's not a lot of news, but we thought we'd share some statistics with you that are going to excite hopefully you as well about 2014. It's definitely exciting us. So let's move on to questions at this stage. Pete had some challenges with sound. I guess everybody had challenges with sound, but then we got it back. Great. So Brian had a comment. Why have you not mentioned Facebook ads? They're much cheaper than Google, providing targeted results. That's definitely a good observation, Brian. I mean, Facebook ads have definitely gotten better as far as the years have gone by. When they started off, we tried them as soon as it started off, and what we noticed was that they were okay from a lead generation perspective, but not necessarily great from a conversion and a revenue generation perspective, Brian. So that was our experience initially. Facebook's changed a lot. As a matter of fact, in our webinar, one of our webinars in November, we dedicated a whole session to Facebook ads and the power that they have, especially with the advantage of remarketing. So Facebook ads has also incorporated remarketing now, just like Google. So you can actually do remarketing with Facebook ads. So if somebody's actually visited your Facebook profile, you can target them all across in Facebook as they're browsing through Facebook and doing whatever they want to do on their Facebook account. So the power of Facebook can definitely not be undermined. It's great. Just in our experience, we've seen that the demographic that's really attracted with Facebook doesn't necessarily like to spend money. Again, it depends on what they're looking for. They're looking for deals, bargains, etc. But regardless, it's a great option to advertise for sure. Bob has a question with regards to having stats for the 2012 to 2007 mobile sales stats for the U.S. Good question, Bob. I'm going to look into eMarketer and see if they have any sort of like mobile sales stats related to that time period. I'm pretty sure that there was one article that I did see with regards to mobile sales, so I'm going to look into that and I'll get back to you on that. Juan has a question with regards to the ALM sessions being recorded. Absolutely, Juan. So the sessions are recorded, and it's on our WSI ALM channel on YouTube. So if you could shoot me a quick email at info@wsialm.com. The email's right here, info@wsialm.com. I'll send you the link to our YouTube channel. But all of our sessions are recorded, and they're all archived chronologically in our YouTube channel. Excellent. No other questions as such. Again, thanks for joining us. Have a terrific day today. Armando unfortunately could not be with us. I think he's in sunny Dominican, away from -40. So when he's back, we'll just make him work a little bit harder. Excellent. Great. Thanks everyone. Take care.